Welcome back to Library Choice YouTube channel. Today we'll be learning how to make this beautiful flare dress. It's a full flare dress and it's very simple to make. This is what you like to learn. Kindly stay tuned till the end of the tutorial. Thank you. Welcome back to Library Choice YouTube channel. Today we'll be learning how to make a circle or flare dress. It's a very simple dress and it's very simple to make. So I'm going to be using this paper to show us how I'll be folding the fabric because it's quite big and will not be able to see everything clearly. So basically I'm working with a 2.5 yards of chiffon fabric. The fabric length is by 16. So now let's say I have my 2.5 yard like this. I'm just going to fold the fabric into two. Okay, I'll fold it into two equal parts like I'm folding a 180-degree flare. After folding the fabric into two, then I'll take one end to form a triangular fold like this. I hope you get what I'm trying to do. And then I'll have something like this. The first step is for you to fold your fabric into two. Then after folding into two, you can either take this place to meet here, or you take this place to meet this place like this to form a triangular flare. And this is what we'll be working with. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in my fabric, and I would have folded it already because like I said, it is very big, so my camera may not be able to take all at once. That was why I just illustrated with this paper for us. Okay, now so I have my triangular fold. This is the fabric I'm working with. Like I said, it's a chiffon fabric, and we all know how chiffon fabric, how soft it is it shifts a lot. In fact, I had to hold it with pins before I could get what I have here. So now the next thing for me, the measurement you need for this is not too much. You just need your shoulder measurement, your armhole measurement, and your bust measurement. That's all you need because it's going to be a flare, a free dress. But normally when you're making a circle dress, especially for beginners, where they run into problem is how to get where to place your shoulder measurement. Remember, your shoulder measurement has to be placed here. I'm working with a shoulder measurement of 15 inches divided by 2 is going to give me 7.5. So I'm just going to find a place here and then place my 7.5 inches just like this. But because some people run into problem of placement and everything, another way you can do this is just get your actual basic bodies ready. If you have a basic body already like this, the closed part of the flare, remember when we folded it, this side is opened and this other side here is completely closed. Okay, so this is going to be your center fold for both the center front and the center back because we are cutting the two together. So you see this folded part here, which is here on my fabric, is where you are going to place your center front of your basic bodies. Remember, this is the center front, this is the neckline, and this is the armhole. So you just find a place where your shoulder fits like this, and then you can easily cut it out. Okay, this is even useful for me because this fabric, I cannot be doing a lot of markings on this fabric because it has been shifting, it keeps shifting. So now having a basic bodice is just perfect for me because I'll just place it on it and I can easily cut it out instead of having to drag and so that I don't lose the shape that I already have on my fabric. So I hope we understand that better. So what you just need to do, once you fold your fabric in a triangular form like this, if you have a basic bodice of the size you're working with, just place the basic bodice on the fabric like that, and then you can either cut directly or you just chalk it before you cut it. Okay, so now this side here, I already had my allowance here. So this side here, because it's going to be a free dress, I'm just going to maintain it like this and then maintain it down like that. So it's a short dress, it's not a long dress. So the measurement I'm working with is 40 inches. Now to measure my 40 inches, I'm going to start from my shoulder point here and then take the measurement down to where I have my 40 inches. Again, my camera will not be able to take all, so I'm just going to try to illustrate it with this paper. Okay, so let's say this is my basic bodies. Now this is the neckline, my shoulder slant, and my armhole. So now to get my length, which is 40 inches, I'm just going to start measuring from my shoulder point here all the way down. Then I'll measure my 40 inches like that, 40 inches all through. Then I'm going to cut it. So that is what I'm going to be doing on the fabric now. Okay, so I tried to move this to a bigger table so that we can see, and I've cut it out. As you can see, I just placed my pattern on it and then traced it and cut it out like I explained. So now I'm just going to open up this side that is still closed so that we can have our front and back separately. And to open it up, I just need to take my scissors and then just cut through to the end. Okay, so now I've removed the pins now and I have my front and back body separately. So the next thing to do, okay, there's still a pin here. The next thing to do now is just to take the shoulders together. Let me spread it out so that we can see. The front and back bodies has the same neck measurement, so there's no differences. Anywhere can be front, and you don't need a zipper for this dress. So now this is the neckline and this is the entire bodice. Okay, it's a flare dress, so it's quite big. Just arrange it so that we'll see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm just going to place the front and back on each other, and then I'm going to sew it together on the shoulder. I'm going to join the shoulder together like this. Then after joining the shoulder, I'll go over to the sides and then match up the sides also, and then sew it down. And that is all you need to do. You can see how simple it is to make this dress. So I just match the sides also together like this and then sew it down on both sides. So after sewing it on both sides, I take it to the mannequin so that we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so the shoulder is sewn now. As you can see, let me just bring it up. The shoulder is sewn and also the sides is sewn, the two sides. So I'll take it to the mannequin now to see what it looks like. Okay, so have it on the mannequin now, and this is what it's looking like. It's a free dress, and like I said, it's not going to be reaching the full length, so it's a short free dress and it's very, very simple to make. So now because it's a different free dress, it's left to you. You can actually create a belt or use a belt that you already have and then use it to gather it together at the waistline just to give it any form of fitting that you want. And then on the neckline, you're just going to be cutting either a facing for it or just turn it out with bias, and you do the same for the armhole, or you can just add any type of sleeve that you desire to your armhole. You can see how simple it is to make this free dress. Okay, so like I was saying, you can actually use a belt like I did here to gather the waist to give it another form of fitting, and you can see what we have. Feel free to try this out. Like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't, and click on notification bell so that you get notified anytime we upload new video. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. See you in the next one. Bye.